There's certain things we can't talk about and do if someone's filming. So I'm
generally
happy,
you're over there.
I'm happy you filmed and up the top and down the bottom. That's great. We've got a lot of filming, but there's come to a point where we can't talk about certain things if we've been filming. So I just need to know at what point are you going to stop.
Cheers, mate.
So we've got two cameras.
Yeah.
Pointed that way, one the other way, and then we. Each deployment, we get given a database of wanted individuals. So
Yeah.
Today we got given about 1,000 individuals that are wanted.
Right.
So all the computer's doing is basically acting like a pair of eyes. The computer's not networked to anything. It's other than obviously just hardwired to the CCTV.
Yeah.
It's got a bit of software that it's just scanning faces of people that go past.
Right.
And comparing it to the database that we've got. So I'm like a trial dummy, so to speak. So
Oh, wow.
if I walk past, the alert will pop up.
Yeah.
All you can see read here is
Oh, that's you there, yeah?
that's me.
Yeah, got you.
Here, squaring up on the face, and it gives all these kind of readings. All it is reading
Wow.
your eyes, your face, your lips, etc.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
not biometric readings. But because it says a known face, that means it's not in the database.
So that's live right now?
That's live right now. It's just deleting, delete, scan, delete, scan, delete, scan, delete. That's all it's doing. Scans up to.
So if something popped up now,
yeah.
let's say...
And you, as a wanted, you pop, this person's
What
wanted.
would it say, wanted?
An alert will come up.
Yeah.
Marrying the photos that we got.
Yeah.
We don't go and speak to the individual, and all we would go and just say, "Sir, madam, we need to have a quick chat," and then we'll do our traditional policing styles
Right.
of, you know, are you wanted, are you missing, what is it?
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
it doesn't
yeah,
work
yeah.
just today. It's just wanted. We can also put missing people too, like people with
Right.
vulnerabilities, high priority, persons. We can also upload them, but there is no data retention. It is like literally an extra pair of eyes digitally looking in it today for wanted individuals.
Right.
Yeah.
Have you had many, like, so far, or?
So today, not on this van, we had 2 hits. So we've got 4 vans from South Wales Police. 4 vans in Hampshire. The other 2 vans, we had 2 hits on the other 2 vans. Not on each.
Oh, different locations,
Yeah,
so like...
Basic Stoke, I think it's called, or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
We had 2 hits there.
So you got
today.
1 in Winchester today.
So we've got 2 in Winchester.
Oh.
And 2 in Basic Stoke. Yeah.
Where's the other one? I haven't seen that yet.
It's at the top, at the other end of the high street, I think.
Oh,
it is.
right.
Yeah.
Which one would you say is busier to watch today, for me?
I don't-
No difference.
I wouldn't know.
No. Okay, mate.
So that's what we're doing, sir.
Thank you very much,
You all
man.
right?
Cheers.
Have a nice day.
Cheers, you
Look after
too.
yourselves.
How come that? Are you guys the only ones with the facial?
So we are one of the leads in the UK for it. So you've got us, the Met and Essex Police that have got it. We've got the biggest sort of fleet in this sort of technology, so we're the ones that can go around the UK. You know, when we've had like Hampshire Police, Bedfordshire Police and Essex Police have been interested in it, they've asked to come and have a look at the technology, so we've brought it down to them, shown it in a live environment so they can consider whether they want to test it or not, and perhaps invest in it themselves. So
How many vans have you got?
we've got 5 vans. So-
Expensive?
yeah, they are expensive.
High tech, yeah.
Because obviously you've got to purchase the vans, purchase all the equipment, fit it all out correctly.
Yeah.
Obviously you've got the server, the CCTV system on board. You've got to have, you know, all the relevant electronics
Well, power.
wired in, power.
The generator.
So we've got a generator, battery power as well. We're looking at bringing solar power into it now as well. So you know, bring all that sort of stuff in.
Nice.
And it'll make it hopefully as good as we possibly can.
Do you think the public are on board?
The majority of the public that we speak to,
Really?
yeah, really on board with it. We've had people that have sort of come to us with you know, a more negative mindset perhaps, and we welcome that, bring them over, and just have a chat with people. You know, let them, you know, ask questions, try and answer them the best as we can. You know, and a lot of the people that we've spoken to when they've walked away have come back with a completely different mindset from it.
What do you think the main negatives are? I mean, from people,
Misinformation is the biggest problem.
what's their main concern
when
that they're misinformed about?
That we may be collecting data from them, and we're not.
Collecting the face image?
Yeah,
Right.
and we're not, and that's not what we're doing. We're
So you
here
definitely delete it and it's completely...
looking for people that are actually, you know, on a list that we're looking for.
Yeah.
You know, and people think we're, you know, walking on the street, well, we're after identity. We're not after their identity. We're only looking for people that we're actually purposely out here for.
Right. Cool, man. Thank you for that.
Okay, no problem.
Cheers.
Probably, yeah. But not any.
So we've been doing that now. So I took over in 2022. We started redeploying back last year. The Odyssey was our first big deployment. We'll stand about 3 million
Majesty's Hotel.
been all over the country. We've had no false alerts. We've had some really good hits as well. So we had one gentleman who was
Are you on board? Or not on board? Do you agree with facial recognition in the street, or do you think it should
Yes.
be? You do?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you always thought that way, or have you been?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes, there's so many innocent people that get hurt and everything that they like need it.
I do agree. If somebody is wanted,
Yeah.
or there's somebody on the system and they're very dangerous,
Yeah.
that's a good thing
But-
in that respect.
Where's the but? I
No,
can
like-
sense the but.
I haven't really thought about it too much, but then for people who aren't involved and their face, I mean, I've been in there watching the face being scanned and scanned and scanned, saying no match, no match. People, I suppose, need the trust in the police that it will be not saved. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so your
as long
image
as-
won't be
as long as
saved on the
trust is
computer.
there with the police and the government and that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As in data collecting, if they collect like 1 million faces, potentially they'd have your face in 10 years' time, which you may not care about. But a lot of people would care. But they say they don't, they delete it.
Yeah.
So if we can trust they're doing that, it's a trust, isn't it? So,
This is fine.
yeah.
I think it's more about like the benefits that it has. And it's
So the
more-
benefits outweigh the negatives, yeah?
Yeah. and
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
More, it's more shocking how big Hampshire is than that they don't have it.
Right.
So
You mean as a force, because they're South Wales, aren't they?
yeah.
They go around the country doing it.
Yeah, I don't like got nothing against Wales, but considering how big Hampshire is, like Andover, Salisbury, New Forest.
Yeah, Hampshire's quite big, isn't it? It is, to be fair.
all that
Sorry.
lot, you know.
They got vans in Portsmouth today, Basingstoke, what's the other one? Southampton.
You get about 8 people clock up in Pompey.
What's that?
You get about 8 people clock up in Pompey. They're everywhere.
Really?
Horrible place.
I think they got another van at the other end, haven't they? Up there? Yeah, I think they got 2 vans in Winchester today, so.
Definitely make me feel safer wandering the
Interesting, yeah?
Huh?
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, like I was just saying, they've got the same sort of thing at airports and all that.
Right.
So why not have it in the high street? Because you get loads of like down here, like every week there's someone goes missing or something like that. Whereas if you had this installed, they walk past the camera, instantly flashes up missing person.
For missing people,
Yeah.
that would be very good, right?
Yeah.
Maybe up on the somewhere lamppost
also,
or.
like if you know someone who's done a crime in somewhere else, and his photos put in the event, and he turns up here, instantly straight away.
As long as it's on a database.
Based on that, yeah, it's going to make me. I would feel a lot safer with this
Yeah, right.
and that, because you know, like especially with all these. With the way crime is at the moment, it's out of control.
It is out of control.
So something like this would make
Yeah.
you feel a lot more safer walking the streets, especially single women and all that as well.
I do agree with that, mate. I do agree.
getting there, and also what can we do to help you understand help us understand.
So privacy. Say, we take your privacy seriously.
Yeah.
So you delete all the images. So to people like the public that are cautious, their main concern is that you don't delete the images.
Yeah.
So how would you ensure to the public, like how would you instill confidence that obviously you can say we're deleting them, but if it went out, if it was rolled out permanently, would you?
Oh, okay, fine. Yeah, no worries.
If it was rolled out permanently, would you, as a police force, take steps to show people that you're not collecting the data?
Yeah, that's very important, and that's part of the reason why we're here today, is to make sure that we're trying to get confidence from the public that
Yep.
this is something that we're using to apprehend offenders and things like that, to keep everyone safe ultimately at the end of the day. Yeah, so it's going to be a case of working with the public and making sure that they do trust us when we're using this.
So I don't think anybody would have an issue if like an offender that stabbed a little girl, like lately it's happened a lot, if they're going past and they're caught from this, everybody's going to be praising the police for that, right? I think it's the other people that are maybe not even offenders, but they're just concerned about privacy. Probably that kind of.
And I understand that, because we're in an era at the moment where kind of everything feels like it's recorded.
Right.
And there are people that try and stay away from social media and all that kind of stuff. So I do completely understand that.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
understand why people can be apprehensive or be worried about what are bad. So that's why it's so well signposted, so people know.
So you have signs up today, I presume, somewhere?
Yes, I think so, yeah. I haven't actually walked from that way.
Yeah.
So people are aware that they're walking past, and obviously if they do have concerns, then there's police here, quite a visible police presence, so they can talk to us.
Yeah. Like with Notting Hill Carnival, there was like a knife metal detectors, and they weren't picking everybody up. They were saying people that looked suspicious or turned around. So if somebody came down here and you saw them physically look at that and turn around, would you perhaps go and talk to them, or you wouldn't bother? Like today, for example.
Actually seen someone committing an offence?
No, like let's say you saw a group of youths come around the corner now.
Yeah.
They saw that and clearly just U-turned.
Well, yeah, that's.
Would you go after them, or?
Part and parcel, yeah,
Right,
of dealing
okay.
with it, because if people,
It's not just the camera, but if they look clearly like they're hiding from it.
Police officers at the end of the day,
Yeah.
and we've got to still use our skills as a police officer. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Thank you.
He assaulted his pregnant girlfriend, stroke fractured her skull. Went sofa surfing, staying on his friend's sofas all around the country, and he turned up at a concert in Cardiff. He'd been staying in Cambridge. He hadn't turned up at that concert, and we'd alerted on him. We never would have found him because he was living off cash, and he was sofa surfing. And again, we had one quite recently. We were at Eric Prince in Cardiff. About 10,000 people attended, and a man walks past. He's walking in quite brazenly in front of 3 police officers, and as he's walking along, his alerts on him, so we jump out and go and speak to him. And high-risk sex offender. He's been released from prison. Meant to go to North Wales. Failed to attend this place where he's supposed to be living. So then he had links to Merthyr, where the warrant had been issued. He had links to Cardiff. He had links to Newport and Swansea. Links to Bristol and links to London, so everybody's looking for him all over the country. He walks past our van, we catch him, straight in custody and straight back over the wall. So, you know, we've got some really good.
Yes, that's really good. Yeah.
So we're looking a lot now at where we can identify business benefits. So, you know, high-risk missing persons. How much police time do we spend trying to find people where this could help?
But it's also like I was talking to Tim. It's like a deterrence effect. It's interest behind it.
When you get a second, my friend, can I give another 10 seconds look at the screen?
Yeah.
So when I came first, I just started, and I've got a few more people watching now. So that's scanning all the time, and it's literally no delay. It's like live.
As you can see, it's just the feed. That's the same feed, except this is live feed, and that's the obviously with the.
It's quite quick, isn't it?
It is very quick.
I mean, it's taking what, a second to scan a face?
0.02 of a second.
Wow, it's very fast.
Yeah, it's incredible.
And you say 25,000. That computer can scan up to 25,000 wanted images.
What, as in store, or we can scan? So we did Silverstone, and this, I think, one of the other vans scored over 150,000 faces in one shift alone. So we can scan a lot. It's just the retention in terms of how many faces, how much storage you can put into it. That's what you might be referring to, isn't it?
No, like how many wanted images can you put in there to then for the day scan those images?
The inspector might do in terms of that, because it depends on the storage.
I think it's 25,000. A lot.
I'm not sure.
Fair lot, yeah.
He may be able to tell that. I wouldn't be able to. I don't know that, but yeah.
Oh, thanks, mate. I didn't have many people watching before. I've got 700, almost 700. So.
Oh God, get me out! I got a Facebook.
So I just thought I'd show people what you're doing.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I appreciate
like,
that.
Everything that we do is like fully transparent, and it's about like educating, really, like raise awareness. Not everybody's going to agree, but
yeah, of course.
At least, like, I'm a great believer of like, you might not agree with it, but let me just explain a little bit more so that you know what we're doing.
Yeah.
And even if you don't agree, that's what you're entitled to do that. But please understand how we do it and why we do it. The whole thing of being transparent policing, and that's what it's all about, really.
That's why the van's open, and you've got that right there.
Come and have a look.
Come and have a look, yeah.
Yeah, and like give literature as well and stuff. You know, and it's all about like for me, public engagement is a huge aspect of policing, which is so important, really. And come and speak to us, we'll show you, and that's what it's all about, in my opinion, of course.
At the moment, there's a lot of sort of negativity going around about not just police, but government, police, offenders being let off, some being
challenging times, isn't it?
given the long sentences and stuff like that. So
hopefully, like I said, whether people agree or not, at least they'll be a little bit more educated in terms of how it actually works, as opposed to how it may or may not work type of thing. That's what
I think people maybe just presume that anybody that's negative about it, they presume that you're just saving loads of images, so that in the future you get this database of faces, right?
Yeah.
No,
but which is not, as we said earlier, everything is reset, is literally operationally focused. So the watch list we had today will differ from yesterday. The watch list we did in Bedfordshire, I think like 4 or 6 weeks ago, will be different because different police forces, different events will need different priorities as such. So again, it will differ, and everything is tailored to what you're looking for there and then, if that makes sense.
Do you know how often they're deleted? Is it every time you reset it daily?
Yeah, literally.
Right.
There's, like I said, there's no retention with the information that gets given to us, and that's why everything is stored on the computer. That's not networked. It's hardwired literally to that and the CCTV to avoid any corruption, any leaks, etc. That is literally just for the purpose of running that.
What do you think about protest? Do you think they should have this at protest? Do you think they're planning to?
It has been used in Cardiff, even if it is for just for CCTV recording purposes at the very least, rather than facial recognition. You can use it for the facial recognition. Again, protesting is absolutely, it's your rights, isn't it? Like, as you know,
Yeah.
However, it's making sure that you've got the right people acting in the right manner type thing. If there's a character who's wanted or missing, the criteria still meets as per our day-to-day policing as such, because it's about having, in my opinion, again, having a safe community and the safety of public around you. So protest, of course, be peaceful how you do it, because everybody around you, if you're going to get that support, is obviously in a peaceful manner, and it's dealing in the same way, really.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, mate.
Again, that's my opinion.
Yeah.
But that's just my opinion.
No, that's fine. Yeah, thanks for that.
Yeah, no.
Appreciate it. You here all day? All day?
Yeah,
all day.
We've got the other van up there as well. I'm not sure what their hits are like as well, so if you do, because obviously you've got your camera, you want to get the
Yeah.
They are up there as well, which I think is at the other end of the house.
Equally as many police there as well?
Yeah.
Oh, I might have a walk up there.
Yeah, just FYI.
How far, like 5 minutes?
They might be able to tell how far the other van is, because I haven't been to the top. But my understanding is literally at the top of the high street, which I think it's got to be literally just up the road, I guess.
I'll have a look, mate. Yeah.
What's your name, by the way?
Dan.
Dan, I'm T.I. Nice to meet you.
But largely, because they're private
I think Basingstoke have had a few hits today.
They have.
My colleagues over at Basingstoke.
Yeah.
They're walking in all over the place. So,
were you here yesterday? No, Southampton we just.
Southampton and the day before in Portsmouth.
So today's Basingstoke and Winchester. Okay.
Oh yeah, we'll be Tim coming down. Brilliant. Look at the other van, so we come down for
no problem.
So today's just Winchester and Basingstoke then? Oh, I got it, good. I came here first. I didn't know where you're going to be today.
Oh, did you?
No.
So we're in both locations. We've got 2 vans over there, 2 vans over here. So do you have your YouTube channel, TikTok channel?
Yeah, it's on YouTube.
YouTube, is it?
Yeah. I'm sure you'll have it over the radio soon. You're on live stream. I guess.
Makes no difference. We had media yesterday and stuff
Did you?
like that. Yeah, we had BBC News, ITV News, and like I said, we are transparent with what we do, innit? So, and I think we spend more time engaging with the public than sitting there constantly having to stare at the screen, because this is a huge part of what we do, innit? Talking to people.
So with nobody being in there at the moment, if you get a wanted person, will you be notified?
What have you noticed? There's always somebody within eyesight of the camera, listening to the camera, or in the van.
Will it make a noise? Right.
And you'll have to come up. So this is why we're here. So that's why there's always something around by the door near the
Just in case, yeah. Okay.
And sometimes you've got to shut the door. If an alert came up up top, we'd have to close the door for privacy reasons as such, because of the information come up.
Right.
And we would just obviously then get the information, get it and pass it on type thing, Or we've got to shut the van because there's a meeting taking place.
Yeah.
It's all very open.
Police I've seen on the high street in years.
Good show. Taxpayers put well. Good man.
See
of you were there on Saturday nights.
Okay, leave it with me.
You all right?
Buddy, you all right?
Yeah, good.
Yeah, it's all good. Do you want to have a closer look? Sure.
If you don't mind, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been down to that van. I'll come and have a nosy here. Is that all right?
Mate, talk to the chaps, they'll show you the tech.
Yeah.
Do you work for anybody or just
independent?
Okay, but
yeah,
talk to the guys, they'll talk you through it, mate.
Thank you, mate.
No problem at all.
Appreciate that.
How you doing, UK?
Yeah, good, you?
Yeah, good. We from Southwold Police.
Yeah.
We've been invited down by Hampshire. They're thinking about investing in facial recognition.
Right.
We're a number of small forces that do that. We've been doing it for the last 7 years. So yeah, we've just been around for the last few days, Southampton, Portsmouth, and now we're here today.
Right.
So Hampshire have given us a watch list of X amount of people who are wanted, missing, or people they want to speak to and they can't find. We've loaded it up to our database and we've set up our sort of zone. As you can see, we've got a couple of posters up there, a couple up there, just to say that what's going on, facial recognition in action. So anyone who's walking past, their face gets scanned, as you can see there, and if your face is scanned against the watch list, if it's not on the watch list, it will have a green box saying unknown. But if there is someone on that watch list that triggers it, we'll have an alert saying, yeah, there's someone on the watch list that's just walking past, and then we can go and speak to them then, and we can deal with them whichever way we need to.
Right.
And that is it. That is what it is. It's not taking photos of you. It's not storing any data. It's just a biometric.
Is it not?
No, absolutely not. It's just a biometric a scan. That's all it is. We're just scanning it. So, like I said, all the green boxes there that are coming up, they're being scanned, and under 0.02 seconds it's gone because we don't need it. But like I said, if it does trigger something, then obviously we'll deal with it. But,
Right.
Yeah, it'll keep the image if there is a match.
Yeah,
So it keeps it if,
if there's a match, yeah. So we can
Right.
prove. So if it goes to court, well, how did you pick up this person? Well, here is the image. He was walking down the street with facial rec going on, and this is how we arrested him. So yeah, and that is it.
Great.
Really
That's fine.
easy,
Yeah,
really
yeah.
basic.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you want to see an alert?
Well, yeah, go on. Yeah, yeah, can I come in?
So, well, my Sargie's wanted on the system as a
Is he?
as a dodgy one. So we'll change your cameras now.
Can I step in or not?
Yeah, you can.
Have a look.
You can.
Oh.
So if you just so he's just changing the cameras here.
Yeah.
And then he'll step out and get himself on the camera, right?
Oh, I've got it. So he changes it on there, and that one there.
So this is like, these vans are dual purpose. So this is the facial rec tower, right?
Right.
That is what runs the facial rec algorithm. I can't get my words out. This van alone is just a CCTV van. So we do record CCTV footage, but it hasn't got any of the algorithm working. It's completely just video, like you would get from a shop, from the council.
Yeah.
There's no difference in it. So all it does is it hijacks that feed from the camera and then runs the
software
algorithm on
onto
top.
there. Right.
Yeah. So
Okay.
if I just zoom out now, and then I'll
So you're wanted on here.
I am on you, yeah.
Got your image on there.
So if I just go and stand by Nick now, right? So Nick has come up as unknown person there.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if I jump out,
There we go. So as you're wanted, I could arrest you now, right?
have you got the warrant cards?
Citizen's arrest. That's quite quick.
Yes.
Really quick.
Yeah.
And where were you standing, at the front or the side?
No, he's standing next to me here.
Oh, here.
So I'm on that. I'm on
I
that
just
there.
moved the camera around, so it's
Oh, you turned it down, right? Got you. Yeah.
Just to show you for that purpose. So yeah. So for training, we've put him as wanted.
Yeah.
And it just shows you how it works. So then, if that was a member of the public, myself,
we would give you the details as
and
well. There,
give us the details
what they wanted for.
Straight away.
Yeah, you can see, if it was a warrant, it would tell you the warrant number, etc., etc. And you can do things like this right click doesn't always work. Let me just go into the match duplicator, and I'll show you what we can do then to check that the match is a good match. So you can do horrendous things like that.
Oh.
And you can.
So you've got longer hair on that one.
Yeah. You can.
Yeah, so
do it
even though
top
his
to
hair's
bottom.
changed, the biometrics hasn't.
The face.
So it's on the face.
Right.
The biometrics is exactly the same. So you can have different haircut. You can have a beard, non-beard. You can wear sunglasses.
Glasses, no difference. No.
We only need to see 50%.
You can do horrific
50%.
things like that.
Yeah. So that's
Ooh.
merging the two
Okay.
photos together.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is how it works.
And that helps you judge then whether it's a good match. But Nick was going to say then about what we do when we get an alert.
Yeah, so when we get an alert, we very rarely arrest you based on the alert here, because it's technology, and so, it might be wrong. So what it does is just gives me the grounds to engage with you and give you details. And then you do a traditional policing response then by do an actual live check on your system, on the
So you'd
radio.
have power to obtain details from
Yeah,
the...
of course we have, yeah. So it's because it's not a power, it's just giving me suspicion. So we can arrest on suspicion.
You're suspected of a crime,
Yeah,
so then you get ID from
let's
that.
bottom this out now. So if you refuse to give me your details while I've explained like this, I'd probably then arrest you on suspicion anyway.
Based on what that says.
Based on that,
yeah,
that's enough for suspicion. But if you gave me your details, then I thought, look, it's actually sure. I am 100% sure now you're wanted. So let's go and get it sorted out. Or actually, you were wanted yesterday, but it's all sorted out. That system just hasn't been updated. So off you go. There we go, job done. So it just gives you that step for another ground to stop. And that is it.
Yeah, have you had any today here?
None. No, we haven't had anything.
Winchester's lovely.
So yeah, lovely. We brought 4 fans from South Wales. 2 are here today and 2 are in Basingstoke. They've had a couple.
Right.
So we've had a couple throughout the week, haven't we?
Yeah.
We were in Southampton.
About 6 at the minute.
Oh, it was 6 hits. But the one we did have was wanted for 3 weeks, and we were looking everywhere for him, couldn't find him, and he walked around the corner and triggered.
Oh dear.
So it's wrong, and that's all it is. You're in the wrong place at the time when we're around with this. So yeah.
So it's that fast. Somebody could pop round the corner.
Yeah. Oh yeah. As soon as it's scanned.
And that has happened in Cardiff. We've had like an alert, where we do it outside the stadium. There's an alley, and as soon as he saw the van, he was gone. The van alerted.
But alerted. He's gone. So
did you get him?
Yeah, we knew he was in town and got him a short time later. So really good piece of kit. So Hampshire think about getting it. They wanted to see it in action on their patch, and
so you guys use it all the time in South Wales?
Yeah, we have major events, so don't we? We like Six Nations. We have Cardiff. We have 250,000 people on a match, don't we? Yeah. In the city.
So you take this out at all those events, do you?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, because if you've got 100,000 people in the city centre, we know there's a couple of wanted people. I can't look out for that person. So the technology takes over then, and obviously you've seen how quick it all scans it.
Okay.
So, yeah, really good piece.
Protest? Would you use it at a protest or not?
No, I wouldn't use it.
It's not to say you can't. Nothing in the APP to say you can't use it at a protest. However, you'd have to have significant, because the authority documents are so like stacked. It's like 30 odd pages. You'd have to have significant intelligence that would allow you to do it. But there are other means. As I said, it's a CCTV van, so we can capture the footage and re-watch it then after. And if there are individuals who do cause issues, we can take just their image out of the CCTV footage
and run it on your...
And then run it on our profile retrospectively, which the burden of authority is a lot lower because you are looking for an individual. I'll use yourself as an example because you're there in front of me. So say you were kicking off in a protest, I could have a picture of you and I could run that through, and that can go against our entire custody database.
So if you
and the reason for it is that you've already caused disorder, so that we've got the grounds then to process you.
It's like a normal line of inquiry, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's just trying to identify this person. It's a normal line of inquiry.
With this, it is biometrically processing everyone that walks through that camera. Almost, it's almost like fishing, isn't it? You see if something sort of bites.
But because we've got a watch list we're comparing it to, it's not fishing because we're looking for these individuals on the watch list that we uploaded earlier. So all it is doing is looking for those individuals, no one else. So that's the difference.
But with the retrospective, it's a lot lower threshold because we're looking for one person who has done something. So we've got the grounds then to search them against our database of images, the full one, I mean, it's probably a lot bigger here, but in Wales it's about 760,000 faces that we can search against retrospectively.
What's the threshold to have it here, say today, or at a football match?
So for these, it is all about crime stats.
So numbers, basically, yeah?
Right. It's all based on, so there's, I don't know what they call it down here, with us we've got like Sentinel data, which captures all reported crimes
in an area.
So they have identified the highest crime. So like here, it's probably not violent crime, it's probably shoplifting because it's a shopping district.
Winchester?
Yeah.
City centre,
so it's all based upon that. You'd have to speak to the inspector about what it was actually included in there because we're just the operational side of it, but it's probably along those lines.
Right, okay.
I'd imagine with all the shops. For football, we don't tend to do it. We did it up in Wrexham, but again, it's only for high risk games. So you're like local derbies.
Okay.
So Portsmouth and Southampton played.
You'd have it.
You could probably have grounds for that.
There's more of a
likelihood
thing.
of disorder, isn't it?
Disorder, isn't it?
Whereas
Right.
if Southampton were playing Everton, who are a very friendly club as well, probably not going to happen. Do you know what I mean?
Fair enough.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Thanks for
Did I
that.
explain that okay?
Yeah, very good. Yeah,
there we go.
yeah. Been down there a little bit at that one.
What's that?
There's a lot of police at that one.
Yeah.
Right.
Lots of people asking questions
Oh
down
yeah,
there. Down
because
there.
I think a lot of the senior people are coming down to look at it today.
Are they?
From the forces
And we are far too unimportant.
And we're not important enough to have the senior people up here. So yeah, the other van, yeah, that'll be fun.
Thanks for explaining, guys.
No worries at all. All right?
Appreciate that.
Enjoy your day.
You too. I do live streams.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah, so it's live on YouTube.
Oh,
700 odd watching
Sorry
at the
about my
minute. So
speech impediment.
Yeah.
I can never get my words out.
just trying to get the information out there so that people who do or don't like it, they
and
they
that,
can.
I got to be honest. That's the major thing is that
They don't know it, so
Yeah.
then they're making conclusions.
no problem at all.
No problem. Yeah.
He looks important. Is he from police or no? You look important, mate.
Oh, thank you very much.
Well, you're dressed like you're important.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Where are you from?
Thames Valley Police.
Oh, okay, nice.
So these are some of the guests that have come down to see it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Well, it's a
So what-
stone's throw away, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not too far.
So what's your role? Are you important, are you?
No.
You're not important?
We're not important.
No, not in the grand scheme of things.
No, what do you do?
So I'm an inspector in digital programs.
Oh, nice.
So yeah.
Fairly important then.
Well, it's related to this.
It's related.
Related to this,
And that's-
right? Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So yeah. So, and what's your role?
I'm just reporting it live. I'm doing a little
Oh,
live
okay.
stream today
Very
to show
good.
people.
The technology.
Yeah.
Very good. Cool.
Good or
That's it.
bad?
We
I'm
want,
just-
to, we want to get
yeah.
the word out there. So yeah, absolutely. So that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Fantastic. Cool.
Are you going to invest in it at your end?
We're considering it. I
Are
can't
you?
say yes. Can't say I'm not the decision maker. So.
Okay.
But yeah.
Great.
Yeah,
Thanks,
very
mate.
nice. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
If I came across you looking for hard just something needs to be like
Conversation.
No, it's not a problem at all. Like I say, we're trying to be as open and transparent about the way that we use technology as possible.
Yeah, yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
The more that we can engage with the public and talk, the more we actually break down the barriers. And you know, we don't want people to be afraid of this technology. It's there to help them. You know, and like I say, if you're not on our watch list, you know, you've been hanging around here a little while now, haven't you?
I'd say I'm not wanted. Yeah.
Probably scanned you a few times. It still doesn't know who you are. So.
What about supermarket cameras? You know, when you pay on the self-serve and they've got their little. Is that going to be linked?
Nope.
Nothing to do with that.
No, they're entirely private.
Right.
So there are a couple of companies that do that. I know FaceWatch is the big one. They're nothing to do with us.
So they're linked from supermarket to supermarket internally to check on
Yes.
shoplifters or pretty much.
Yeah, and I wouldn't quite know how they get their watch lists of
Right.
people, you know, their
Yeah, yeah.
databases, but we don't share our information.
You won't tap into that now.
And because we always get freedom of information requests about it as well, and it's like we've said to people in that respect is they send us through sort of freedom of information requests saying how many of these alerts do you respond to, and we're like 0. We don't respond to their alerts. If they have responded to their alert, that's their choice.
Oh, you
But,
mean supermarket alerts?
Yeah.
On the right. Yeah, yeah.
you know, but if we turn up and they say we've stopped this person, they're a shoplifter, all right, you show us the evidence, because your
Yeah.
alert means nothing, you know, until we've got, you know, show us the CCTV of when they've stolen or from where they've stolen, you know, have we got statements, have we got all of that. If that's not there, it doesn't matter whether they've had an alert or not, because we're not going to respond to it.
Because you need the evidence to arrest or whatever, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. The fact that they're saying someone shoplifted, you know, until you can show me evidence, I'm not taking that action, because ultimately, you know, you could end up with a security guard who's just got a grudge against you, couldn't you? You know, we've all had an argument with a bouncer in our lives, haven't
Yes.
we? And you're not allowed in the pub the next time you turn up.
That's it, mate.
And it's exactly the same thing, isn't it? You know, if you respond to evidence, you're going to get better outcomes, aren't you?
Yeah, great.
So independent,
man.
are you?
Yeah, I do YouTube and stuff.
All right, okay.
Yeah, do little live streams around
Yeah.
the country at different events. So
Did you go far, or
I was in Glasgow last week.
were you?
Yeah, protest up there. Protest.
All right, okay.
Covered that.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was
Much interest.
what in terms of viewers?
Yeah.
Yeah, that did quite well.
Yeah.
To be fair, I think Glasgow hadn't had anything yet in terms of protest?
No, they seem to they seem to be a very middling sort of people in Glasgow, don't they? Sort of like, yeah, just a blob.
I think they had.
Steal the spectrum.
Yeah, carry on, mate.
Each other. Is that all right? I get it. That's what
It took a while, but we finally got it. Darwin High Street and Wales are...
There are people going to stop filming because there's certain things we can't talk about and do if someone's filming. So I'm
generally
happy,
you're over there.
I'm happy you filmed and been up the top and down the bottom. That's great. We've got a lot of filming, but there's come to a point where we can't talk about certain things if we've been filming. So I just need to know at what point are you going to stop? Because I've got things to do.
It's a bit unreasonable, that, mate.
No. I'm asking the question. Are you going to be here all day filming my officers? Because otherwise we'll have to close the van door.
Do you know what would be a better...
There's certain things on there that... Because I invited you to film up there.
Oh, you're up there as well?
Yeah, I said please film.
Yeah.
I invited you there. You filmed it, and I've got no issue with it, because of course you can do stuff. But there comes a point where the officers need to have certain conversations about the systems we're doing today that I can't have permanent filming.
If you were to approach me and say, we need to talk about something, you're going to be there, in there? Or where are you going to do it?
Okay.
If you were to say that, can you avoid being too close? I'd happily do that.
I'm literally just asking the question.
But to say me not to film at all is
I
a bit...
didn't say that. I said at what point are you going to stop filming? That's the question. At what point are you? If you say I'm not going to, then that's fine. But I'm just asking really politely, because if you think you're doing your job for the day, right? And you're permanently entitled to, of course you are. And there comes a point where actually being filmed all day is a bit tiring. So I'm just asking, if you need to keep filming, film away.
But you're filming us all day, right? Come on.
Filming. It's not filming.
You know what I mean?
No, it's not filming.
I'm filming you, filming everybody.
Okay. I don't want to get
No, listen. Had you approached me and said, we need to have a discussion privately, I would say, where do you want me to go? Where do you want me to go?
Okay, so
if I am going to continue, where do you want me to stand?
So the other side of the conversation I'm going to say is...
Yeah, go on.
At what are you filming all day here?
I'm not going to be all day.
Okay, fine.
But if you want to talk about something, I can move away.
No.
For a period of time.
Yeah, there's that.
Yeah.
There's that, but I don't know how much this can pick up on audio. Because there's some stuff I can and can't talk about.
It'll pick you up now, but it will pick them up.
Okay, I don't know that. So I'm just asking the question.
Yeah.
We've been really open with you.
Of
course.
course.
Away, blah, blah,
You've ruined it a little bit.
And I'm just saying, at some point, because I'm looking after the operation today, having someone stood filming them all day is a bit tiring for them, a bit present.
You do know this is...
I can't stop you. That's not a problem.
You do know this is, like...
No, I get it.
It's quite far away. Let me show you when I was there.
No.
You saw me filming on my phone. I was just getting a little snapshot.
I think it's brilliant. I love the technology.
But it's quite far away.
Yeah,
that's now. So you can't see in the van from there. You know what I mean?
Listen, I love it. Love the technology. Love it all. I'm just saying, from there, they've got a job to do today. Having someone film them all day, if that's what you're going to do, I'm just asking the question. If you're saying I'm going to be for half an hour, then I'm great. Because I'm be for 4 hours. Okay, I'm just trying to look after my officers a bit, but I'm not saying you can't do it. We're on the same page.
I feel a little bit like saying that.
Just having a polite
I'll be honest. One, I've come to show people what you're doing.
Yeah,
two,
that's why I said please come and film it.
And two, I don't want to be here all day filming you guys just watching it.
Yeah.
It's boring in a way, right?
I get that.
I want to see somebody be caught, right?
Yeah.
If that doesn't happen if
I'm honest, I'd be surprised if you get many hits today here because it's Winchester. Basingstoke have already had hits today.
I know.
Portsmouth had hits.
Our colleagues there.
I had hits. So I'm saying you probably trying to manage your expectations.
Yeah.
You probably won't get it today.
Okay.
Because it's Winchester.
Yeah.
And the people we've got on that list, I don't think we'll probably get many hits today.
I think you've been a little bit unreasonable with how you've approached me, how you worded it.
I haven't. But
however,
that's your
I'm
opinion.
not going to be here all day.
That's fine.
Okay.
Listen.
I'm not going to be here.
I openly said
massively long. Okay.
I'm just
Does that
trying to
help
my
you?
guys.
Does that help you?
Yeah. Cool. We're on the same page.
If you do need a talk, anywhere here, let me know. I'll move back up a little bit.
Okay.
I can do that. I'm not here to be awkward. No.
So they're not a police officer, but they work with the police and help us investigate the crime that